Greetings, and welcome to another episode of Canadian History X. So today we're going to be talking about something that's been in the news quite a bit, and that's the topic of refugees. Now, Canada is a country that in some cases has opened its arms to refugees, and in other cases has not. But we are a multicultural nation, and in general we do tend to welcome those who don't have a home. And that's kind of what's happening right now throughout the borders of Manitoba, maybe a little bit in Saskatchewan, where a lot of people are starting to find their way up from the United States into Canada because they don't want to be down there. And a lot of people in Canada are kind of angry about that. They are against people coming up here. They feel like they're illegal immigrants. They won't contribute. So I thought, you know what? With refugees streaming into Canada from the United States, igniting this debate, let's talk about some of the refugees who have come to our country and had a major impact on it. So we're going to talk about 4 different refugees here who made their way here and helped put Canada on the map. Adrienne Clarkson. Now, while she grew up in Ottawa, she was born in Hong Kong and fled there with her refugee parents at the age of 2 in 1941. In Canada, she would go on to earn several degrees and would begin a distinguished career in the 1960s with the CBC. And in 1999, she was appointed as the Governor General of Canada. And during her time as Governor General, she got involved in a number of important things, including women's hockey, the arts, and the armed forces. And it earned her a great deal of respect. As well, she created the Clarkson Cup for women's hockey and created the Institute of Canadian Citizenship with her husband, John Saul. Michelle Jean. Born in Haiti, she fled with her family in 1968 after the torture of their father 1 year previous. She would arrive in Canada and settle in Quebec. Eventually, she moved with her mother and her sister to Montreal, and she began to excel in her studies and learned several languages. She also began working with new immigrants and helped them settle in Canada just as she had several years previous. In 1988, she began working for Radio Canada and became the first person of Caribbean heritage on French television news in Canadian history. And following the one we just talked about, Adrienne Clarkson, in 2005, she succeeded Clarkson as the Governor General of Canada, and she would serve for 5 years in that position before she stepped down to begin helping the young people of the country with her husband, Jean Daniel. Peter C. Neumann. Peter C. Neumann was born in Austria in 1929, and he actually lived a very privileged life in Czechoslovakia, right up to the time where his family had to flee from the Nazis and escape Europe. He was only 11 years old. In 1944, he would enroll at the Upper Canada College. Even though his family couldn't afford it, his father wanted to completely integrate him into Canadian culture. In 1947, he would join the Royal Canadian Navy, and he would serve for 50 years in the Naval Reserve. Eventually, he would reach the rank of captain. As time went on, he would find his way to the Toronto Star, where he eventually became editor-in-chief, and he would also help guide Maclean's magazine and write 33 books on a wide variety of topics. Today, he's considered to be one of our most respected journalists. Marianne Martow. Born in Iran in 1984, her parents had fled Afghanistan to Iran during the Soviet-Afghan War. She lived in Iran for several periods of time, and also in Afghanistan from 1987 to 1988, and from 1993 to 1996. It was during the time that her father was killed on the Afghan-Iran border in 1988. The family struggled to survive in Iran with a very small income, but eventually her mother was able to get to Canada as a refugee on a trip that took them through Iran, Pakistan, and Jordan. Upon arriving, the family survived through the support of charities and organizations like the Salvation Army and the YMCA. Now, they lived in Peterborough with her uncle because he had arrived several years previous, and she would eventually enroll in Trent University in 2003 and graduate from there in 2010. She began to work with Afghan refugees in 2014, and that same year ran for mayor of Peterborough and actually finished a close second. Perhaps because she was almost mayor and almost won the election, she actually joined the Liberal Party in 2014 and was elected as their representative for her riding in 2015. That same year, she was elected as a Member of Parliament and was appointed as a Minister of Democratic Institutions by Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Currently, she is the Minister of Status of Women. Thank you for listening to Canadian History X. If you enjoyed the episode, please click like or subscribe on iTunes, as well on our YouTube page. You can find links to everything, including our Discord chat, where we chat about history, on my blog at canadaehx.blogspot.ca. Thanks.